just wanna let go. Nice so low. Speaking on my arrow, but they don't know. Now you see the skin glow, sweet like cocoa.
Hey everybody, it's Benji, better known as Moiciara, and today's video is going to be about none other than the Beyonce Renaissance film. And I also want to kind of talk about going to the concert, because I never talked about going to the concert. I done You're the one I always call. When I need you, baby, everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top, baby, 'cause you're the one that I love. Baby, you're the one that I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby. You're the one that gives your all. You're the one that I always call. When I need you, baby, everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top, baby, 'cause you're the one that I love. Baby, you're the one that I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives your all. You're the one that I always call. When I need you, make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top, baby, 'cause you're the one that I love. Baby, you're the one that I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives your all. You're the one that I always call. When I need you, make everything stop. All right, y'all, put my love on top, baby. Make a video about it. I think I made like a post about it on Instagram or Twitter or something like that. If you're not following me over there at Moiciara, Moiciara2, TOO, yes, please look those things up. Last night, today's Friday, so this video is gonna probably come out Saturday, but yeah, last night, I went to the Renaissance film premiere here in Chicago, and of course it was sold out. It was packed. Yeah, like I'm probably gonna post a picture of something or cut scene, whatever. Right, anyway, I'll say this. I think the film really captures the motherfucking essence of Beyonce, period. Okay, no, I really love the film. I also, of course, had to get some merch because it was the only thing to do. They had the posters out. I got two because, you know, I just wanted to be extra. I bought the cup. Now, I was looking on Amazon because I want to kind of get like a tumbler lid just to put on top of this so I can, you know, be a little bougie or whatever. And then, of course, the tin itself, all this came to just about $40 with the tax. Honestly, I thought it was going to be more because, y'all know, AMC, they be on a, you know, we're going to ring around the rosy and get the coin out of you. So, I definitely thought it was going to probably be more than that. But it did come with pop, and it came with popcorn as well, or what have you. But let's get into the film. So, of course, the film opens up with, how did it open up? Oh, with the intro, like how it is on the tour.
I close my eyes and travel through realms of space and time. Reality holds no power or control of my state of mind on my voyage. To find a source to charge my inner being. Assembly line frequency as I tap my MPC. Welcome to
Did it open up like that? Yeah, I had me a little cocktail as well last night. I got my I really felt like I was at the Renaissance concert all over again. Like, it was so much fun. Like, I'm definitely going again. It probably won't be during the weekend. I'm more like a weekday movie person, so it'll probably be like a Wednesday, Tuesday, something like that. Yeah, I really had so much fun. I was yelling and screaming, and it was a vibe last night. Like, it was such a vibe last night. But it opened up with Dangerously in Love. Being at the concert and then watching it, truly, I feel like, I don't want to say this because this sounds like something people would say, like, oh, well, if you didn't go to the concert, you ain't gonna really experience it the same way if you watch the movie. But I'm just telling you, like, it just amplifies it, because being at the concert, witnessing what was going on, and me, I'm a very proud Beehive member, like card carrier. As you guys can see, I got some throwback Ivy Park on today, just to kind of, like, you know, the aesthetic. And I'll just say this, like, what I love the most is I want us to have how hard Beyonce worked, but it's her being an observer. She's constantly growing, evolving, constantly listening to the people around her, because, you know, she's at a certain status in her career. She don't have to listen to nobody. Like, she can be like, well, I'm Beyonce, and what I say go. If that ain't it, you're fired. But, like, she's so in tune with her team, and she mentioned how, like, you know, with so many women working on the set, on the stage, or whatever, the build or whatever, and it was just so, like, that, I don't know, like, that part really was amazing to see, because, you know, obviously we know putting a show together isn't something that's easy, but just witnessing Beyonce talk about it and be specific about seeing so many women be involved in the process of building the stage and things like that, because, you know, she said she's been on a lot of tours and she's never seen this many women so involved. So, of course, you know, she's all about, you know, women power, women empowerment, women, all that stuff. So it was really nice to see. But the show opened up, like I said, with Dangerously in Love. I definitely got emotional for a lot of reasons. It really took me back, like, to, you know, Destiny's Child. And, you know, Dangerously Love was on Survivor before, you know, she remixed the song for the solo album version. But I'll just say, like, I think that was 2001. I was 12. I think I was 12 years old. So to think about that particular time period, like, I've been a fan of Beyonce before then, but, like, for that to be the moment where it opens up and her singing that song, like, she just released it, you know, days ago, like, the proudness of it all, you know, that, like, that's the hunger, like, the depth of it. Like, she don't have to sing it like that. She don't have to do it like that. She can get up there and do a little ooh, woo, 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 and keep it moving, but she consistently, you know, pushes herself, even when she can feel it. Because I think it was in DC when it rained real bad.
From the way that you say, fuck yeah.
show had to carry on. They didn't really, obviously, they didn't put that in the film because, you know, that would have kind of been like, yeah. But she did put in when the, for Alien Superstar, she put in when the sound went out.
Troubleshoot tested the entire system.
And, you know, she left the stage and walked to the back. They got the sound together. She came back, new outfit, killed it all over again.
The DJ booth is conducting troubleshoot testing.
Oh my God!
I'm one of one. I'm number one. Y'all sing.
Only one.
Yes. Don't even waste your time trying to compete with me.
Don't do
No
it.
one else in this world can think like me. I'm twisted.
And like that's what I'm talking about. That's the level of professionalism, you know, people don't understand about being an artist. It's not just having a microphone and entertaining a crowd, but it's about you being prepared mentally for the mess up, the hangups. And what's so crazy, if you guys remember that performance, I might insert it in here. And if you guys remember that performance, like they still were going, like they still were moving with the, you know, like the song was still going on. That's how in tune the woman is and her team is, because it's like they ain't have to. They could have been looking around like, oh, the music stopped. Beyonce, what are we like? No, they kept going like that, like they had it. I love that. So and when she was getting dressed, the team, they was like, you know what, you should change, and da da da. And so she changed. So, and she was like, we got enough time, y'all think so? They was like, yeah. And she changed, came back up, killed it. Love that moment. I'm excited, so because I really can't wait to go see it again. I really had a good time, and of course, like I said, I was singing to every song, because you know I literally watched this. I literally watched almost every show date that I possibly could, from overseas all the way to the States, all the way to the last show. Yeah, I watched. I really did. I really have. For months, from when the tour kicked off, May all the way into the last show in October. I literally watched everything. Was it May? Yeah, it was May. It was May. And to think, prior to the tour kicking off, Beyonce had knee surgery a month prior, and that's what I'm saying. Like they had been making assumptions about her having some type of surgery on her foot or something like that because she wasn't walking the hills. Now we don't know exactly when tour rehearsal starts. They didn't specify. They didn't put like a timestamp, I don't believe, in the film. But to think that she was so consistent, she was on the knee. Now she was, like she said, I only normally rehearse in heels, but she wasn't in heels. Throughout rehearsal, she was just, you know, she had a gym shoes on. But them nursing the knee, you know, she getting it done. Like, it's just that amount of consistency. Like, you know, like she just wanted to get it done. Like she was saying in the movie, like, I know we hear this, it wasn't like it was something that hasn't been said, but to hear her say it, you know, just amplifies, like, we're constantly moving, like she was saying, like time, you know, we become like a slave to time or what have you, you know, because we're always worried about, this not exactly what she said, this is, you know, she was just stating pretty much about time and how we utilize it in a way where we're kind of like always like trying to constantly kind of be on the next, on the go. And she was like, I'm not a robot. I mean, I'm not a machine. I'm a human. And I love that she said that because, you know, we become conditioned to our life, our lifestyle, how we do things, and we become a machine to whatever's going on in our life. So to hear her say that and her to know that, because she's like, you know, she always has to assess and, you know, reset her life, where she's at, what she's doing, like that shit is important. Like you have to do that. And definitely, like she said, it's been plenty of times where she felt like she wanted to just, you know, like throw in a tile because she needed a break, like a serious break to get her mind together. And, you know, just hearing her say that and just thinking about how she said this tour took 4 years to put together. So like by the time, before before the pandemic, or right at the pandemic, or when the pandemic was kicking off, like, see, in our mind, we know obviously what was going on, but she probably was already prepping to go ahead and go back on the road. But obviously, the world shut down, and so they gave her time to reassess what she needed to do, with her career and what was going on. Because she could have put out some music and just waited until the following year, but she gave it some time for everything to subside, the vid, everything, all that. Like, yeah, I thought that was really nice. Of course, I think one of the most prominent scenes for the community is definitely her spotlighting, the gays. But I'm trying to get the person's name right, because I don't know why I want to say, hold on, yeah, give me 1 second. Kevin, right. I was going to say Kevin, but I'm thinking about Kevin Prodigy, and then I'm thinking about the other person. Is his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. But Kevin Prodigy, they like kind of did like a little back story, like his origin story or what have you, and then him meeting Beyonce, which was so cute.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, she's so little.
I love that, because she needed that sound. She wanted that sound, and it's just, I don't know, like, y'all don't understand. Like, obviously everybody be like, oh, Beyonce and the gays are like, hand in hand, which 9 out of 10 of the time is true. But I also feel like she's like, her name is constantly used. Like, I was watching something old from back in the day, and they was like, oh, Beyonce, whatever. And I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of influence that woman has had. So that woman's name has literally been mentioned in almost any and everything as far as on a platform of media that you've ever watched. They gonna say Beyonce name and it. So, I just think, like, to that, and then people that, like, I'm sure Kevin Prodigy never thought, like, he was going to be working with Beyonce. Like, Big Frida. I'm sure Big Frida never thought she would be working with Beyonce and Kevin Aviance. If I'm saying, I think that's his name. If I'm not, please correct me in the comments. It just really was amazing to see, like, that spotlight moment, and then, Honey, like the dancers, like Honey and Carlos and Darius and and Amari, like she was really focusing on like how Blue Ivy wasn't supposed to just do the whole tour. She was only supposed to do one show. I'm sure you guys probably have heard this, because there kind of been like a lot of spoilers for this, because the premieres for, I think, LA was last weekend or what have you. So, they've already kind of went through certain important details regarding the show. But she was saying, like, pretty much the backlash she was getting from, the media made her want to go harder and do it. And she said she didn't trust nobody else but Amari with her daughter. And of course, y'all seeing Rumi, seeing Sir, and then Rumi doing that little alien superstar thing, like, that was just like so cute. Like, Beyonce, like, her dedication to motherhood, being an entertainer, handling her business, and like she was saying, like, I'm a lights girl, like, like, I really pay attention to the lights. Like, you don't need a lot of, this, that, and the third, but if you have the right lighting and how it can reflect, the performance, it can really create the energy for the show. When I say that woman, but she's always been a light girl. Y'all know she's always been a light girl. Like, yeah. And what's great, I think about, her VMA performance. And she was talking about, oh, you can't put no blue lights on a black girl.
And I hate all that ugly blue light. I'm a black girl. You can't put blue lights on black girls. I can't trust them. they don't know what they doing. Just give me a nice spotlight. I'm gonna work my coat. I don't care if a light is showing me or not. If I gotta run down all the way on that ring the alarm, that's what I'm gonna do. Just have a nice spotlight following me the whole time.
Or whatever. And I was like, boy, our girl has really came a long way. Like, you know. Yeah, that of course showing her with Jay-Z, you know, because like they've came a long way. Like the show opening up and she went into you know, it was the birthday show and I think her birthday show was in LA, if I'm not mistaken. And the birthday show was in LA. And she was like, you know, I've been through a lot of shit, you know. And obviously we'll never know what has ever really occurred behind the scenes between her and Jay-Z. Just her behind the scenes of being a woman in the music business. Like she hints at things but never like kind of goes into depth. Like she basically said like she's had a lot of no's. Like, and what's crazy is I think about how with both albums, Dangerously in Love and B-Day, like she was saying, like she had a lot of like, you know, oppositions. Like the label wasn't 100% believing in, you know, the product. And she proved them wrong each and every time, which is just stellar. Like who wants to not prove their label wrong? And bring in the coin, keep the coin, earn the coin, and then you know you start your own label, so your label becomes the main label, you know, inadvertently, and the main label, the machine, kind of becomes like, oh, that's just where I get the money, but my label is my money, like it's mine, you know, whatever. So it's beautiful to see that, because I'm sure Beyonce had a lot of moments of, you know, doubt pertaining to moving forward and coming from Dangerously in Love all the way to the Renaissance, because like she said, she didn't care if people didn't understand or got it, but it was something that she wanted to do because it was freeing. It was just something that spoke to her, something that she felt like the world needed. And that's the thing about Renaissance. Like when Break My Soul came out, my mother passed the next day, and it's like, for me, it holds a very special place, like that, the era in general, because I never thought that would happen. And then you know, obviously I love Beyonce, and then for the song to come out, and you know, she was just pretty much saying in the song like no obstacles will occur or stop you from doing what you want to do. And I think going into I just turned 35, so it's like going into my next chapter, my 35 to 40, like it's extremely important for me to just really own my shit, own it. And that's anything, like own it. Anything that anybody ever said, had a doubt or concern about who you are, what you do, how you move as a person, own it. Don't allow no one to interfere with that and affect that, because what's meant for you, I know people say that all the time, what's meant for you is meant for you. Can't nobody take that away from you. So yeah, like I guess that'll lead into my next scene with Beyonce and her mom. Like just seeing how intertwined they are, how close they are together when it comes to just their relationship, but the business, the music, I mean not the music, but like the visual part of it. Like Mama Tina don't have to do anything, like she don't have to, but she's still right there, right by her girl, championing her on. You know, she could be sitting back doing her thing, you know, she's a woman of a particular age. She can be luxuriating in what has happened, what's occurred, because she's worked her ass off, you know, keeping up from Destiny's Child all the way into, you know, Beyonce's solo career. It's just amazing to see how, you know, they haven't missed a step, or, you know, from what we know, they haven't missed a step Um, just Beyonce's relationships in general. Like, I think that that particular um, moment was extremely beautiful to see them speaking about Uncle Johnny, and pretty much like how him working with Tina and them being seamstress really was his outlet as far as him being, you know, gay in the earlier, you know, 60s, 70s, and things of that nature. Because, like, obviously, okay, I'm about to jump a little bit. So, I recently watched, what's that film? Rustin. And he was one of the people that was instrumental as far as in working with um, Dr. Martin Luther King, and obviously he was gay, and there was a lot of conversation about him, and you know, Dr. Martin Luther King supposed to have something going on, but it wasn't true. But at that particular time, it just came across like a bad look for Dr. Martin Luther King until he realized that he needed him. But Rustin had to make that initiation for them to rekindle, you know, their friendship after all the drama, because they were like brothers, like they really had a real relationship, and he literally was there, you know, championing him on, working with him to get stuff done. And it's just a constant reminder, like, we've been here from the beginning of time. You know, it's not just all the glitz and the glamour and the hair and the makeup and the fashion and stuff like that. Like, it's the origins of us as a people today. Like, it really impacted. And I don't want to take away from, you know, straight men and women and stuff like that, but we all play an integral part in building this country. It might not be the best, we might have a lot of disagreements with it, but it's impactful to constantly think about us being here, you know, and us living in our truth. Because me growing up, you know, a little gay boy from Chicago, I never would have thought that I'd be able to live in my truth now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I think with seeing Beyonce release Renaissance, everybody's like, oh, she released this gay album with gay music for the gays and all that. I think it's just a reminder of like how far we have come, how far we gotta go. But how far we have come as a people to embrace, like, you see everybody at that concert, like you see kids, grandmas, and y'all seen it all on TikTok, Instagram, social media in general, like how much it seems like they want it to be divided, but it's not. It really brings us all together. And I know it's just Beyonce, but she really does have that cultural impact, white, black, brown, whatever. Like, she really has that impact. The impact, speaking of, so they show her going back to Texas and stuff, which I really liked it. And then they show like a brief moment of her with Destiny's Child all together, and like she said, was a lot of healing and things of that nature. Like, we didn't necessarily hear what happened in the dressing room. I would have loved if we could have got a little more in-depth moment with that, but I know some things are sacred. Just seeing all my girls together, like, if you know me, you know I love Destiny's Child down, like like, I love Destiny's Child down. And then, you know, for Beyonce having a solo career, all the girls have their solo career, but obviously I love Beyonce. I'm not gonna fake the font for you. I'm not gonna do that. But yes, but it was amazing to see that. I'm trying to think what else. They also added the clip with Megan and Kendrick when they were on the tour with her as well, which was really cute. I liked that. It just was really a beautiful thing to witness. I'm normally a person who likes to go to the movies when really ain't that many people in there. I don't like being in the crowds and all that. That's not my MO. I'm not that girl, but it really was nice to see everybody get in their life the same way how I've gotten my life over the past year and a half, listening to Renaissance, and how special it is to me. This particular Beyonce era is to me. I'll say definitely spend your coins. Of course, Beyonce has literally dropped merch all year. You know, Ivy Park, then the Renaissance stuff. So she's really been in our bag, trying to get all the monies, all the funds, Um, that's why I made sure for this particular, I definitely had to get my stuff or what have you, my popcorn tin and my cup, because I was like, oh, I have to get this. This is so cute. All in all, it's a great show. Just seeing everything put together from the behind the scenes to it visually on a screen and not just watching it online or being present live as well. I think, I don't know, did I lose my voice? I lost my voice for a little bit when I went to the concert. I live streamed it on Instagram. I don't know if I said that. You know, like everybody pretty much was doing, everybody was pretty much live streaming on Instagram. I did that. Yeah, oh, it rained. It rained here in Chicago. I went Saturday night, and it rained, and I was a little upset about that. I actually sat in my seat like this, but it didn't rain real bad, and I had curly hair in, so it worked in my favor. Because if I would have wore something like this, I probably been mad because I probably looked like a wet dog. But the curly hair just do nothing, you know, just kept it, you know, juiced up. Period. But nonetheless, I don't want this to be too long. But I just think, if you're not a Beyonce fan, it's not even about this. It's about her hustle, her work ethic has gotten better. And like she was basically saying, like she's at a point in her career where she just don't give a fuck. She's in her 40s, and she said she thought she was living her 30s. She's like, I'm really living now in my 40s. I really don't care, and I love that because we struggle with that as people for a lot of our life, trying to be comfortable in our skin, owning who we are, or whatever. And I just think, just hearing her constantly remind us that she's human and she's not a machine, you know, because they want to put that label on our girl, and she's just constantly reminding us like, no, I have everything, I feel everything, I know everything. It just was really beautiful to see. All in all, I'm definitely going to give it a 10 out of 10, 5 stars, period. Because Beyonce ate that, Parkwoods ate that. Like I said, if you're not a Beyonce fan or what have you, I just think it'll be a good experience just to see, you know, like she's one of our greatest entertainers to ever grace this earth. And to just see it is just truly beautiful, and still be here and be able to give her flowers now before it's too late. It's just a constant reminder of that. So that's pretty much it, y'all. That's all I pretty much have to say. Like I said, I hope this video wasn't too long. I love you guys. Thank you so much.